Introduction. So, you think it's all going down? Hey there, fellow Earthlings. Ever wondered about how it all ends? You know, the grand finale, the curtains closing, the end splashed across the cosmic screen? Well, in Islam, we call it the Day of Judgment, a day of reckoning, a day of, well, you get the picture. It's a big deal, and there are some pretty wild signs that are supposed to go down before the big day arrives. Now, before you start building that doomsday bunker in your backyard, let's get one thing straight. This isn't about scaring you, all right? Think of it more like a cosmic heads-up, a sneak peek into the future, with a sprinkle of humor, of course, because who doesn't love a good laugh, even when talking about the end of the world? So buckle up, grab your popcorn, and let's dive into the major signs of Judgment Day in Islam. Don't worry, I promise it's not as gloomy as it sounds. In fact, it's a bit of a wild ride with more twists and turns than your favorite TV show. We've got smoke monsters, sunrises from the west, a beastly appearance, and even a fake news alert courtesy of the Dajjal. Trust me, you're in for a treat. Just remember, this is a cosmic heads up, not a reason to panic. We're in this together, folks. Now let's get this show on the road. First up, we've got the smoke monster. And no, we're not talking about the one from Lost. Imagine a massive plume of smoke engulfing the entire world, covering everything in its hazy embrace. It's not going to be your average BBQ smoke, folks. This smoke is going to hang around for a good 40 days, blocking out the sun and casting a shadow over the entire world. Now, let's be real. Who doesn't love a good smoke signal? It's how our ancestors communicated, how we know when the burgers are ready, and apparently, it's how we'll know that Judgment Day is approaching. Talk about a dramatic entrance. The smoke is supposed to be so thick that you'd think someone forgot to turn off the oven, but instead of burning cookies, it's burning away our sins, preparing us for the big day. So while you're coughing and spluttering, remember it's all part of the cosmic plan. Just try not to inhale too deeply. Next up, we've got a real head-scratcher, the sun rising from the west. Yep, you read that right. The big ball of fire that normally graces us with its presence from the east will suddenly decide to switch things up, rising from the west instead. Talk about a plot twist. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is that even possible? Well, let's just say it's one of those cosmic mysteries that we're not meant to understand. It's like trying to explain the internet to your grandma. It just is what it is. But hey, think of the possibilities. Sunset selfies in the east, sunrise yoga in the west, the world turned upside down. It's a whole new perspective, a chance to see the world in a completely different light, literally. Just make sure you adjust your compass accordingly. Now, for something a little more, shall we say, interesting, the appearance of the beast. No, it's not your neighbor's chihuahua with a bad hair day. This beast is a creature unlike any other, emerging from the earth to speak to mankind. And here's the kicker. It's going to chat with us, folks. No roaring, no growling, just a good old-fashioned conversation about the state of humanity. This beast is going to be eloquent, wise, and probably a bit judgmental, considering the state of the world these days. But hey, who are we to judge a talking beast? Maybe it has some valuable insights, some wisdom to impart, some cosmic truths to drop on us, or maybe it just wants to complain about the lack of good vegetarian options in the world. Either way, it's going to be a conversation for the ages. Section 4, the Dajjal's Deception, Fake News Alert. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get wild. Enter the Dajjal, the ultimate trickster, the master of deception, the king of fake news. This guy is bad news, and he's going to try to lead people astray with his cunning words and false promises. Think of him as the ultimate con artist, a smooth talker with a silver tongue and a heart of darkness. He's going to promise you the world, but it's all just smoke and mirrors, a grand illusion designed to deceive. But fear not, my friends, for we have the ultimate weapon against the Dajjal, our own good sense. Don't believe everything you hear, especially if it sounds too good to be true. Trust your gut, use your critical thinking skills, and remember the truth always prevails, even in the face of the most cunning deception. Section 5, Jesus Returns, the sequel we've been waiting for. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get biblical. That's right, Jesus is making a comeback, and it's going to be epic. This isn't just a cameo appearance, this is the sequel we've all been waiting for. He's returning to Earth to set things straight, fight against the Dajjal, and usher in an era of peace and justice. Now, this isn't your typical Hollywood action flick, all right? This is a divine intervention, a cosmic showdown between good and evil. Jesus is coming back to remind us what really matters, to show us the way, and to lead us towards a brighter future. So if you're tired of the chaos and injustice in the world, take heart. The cavalry is on its way, led by none other than Jesus himself. Get ready for a showdown for the ages, a battle for the soul of humanity. Section 6, Gog and Magog, the ultimate party crashers. Ever heard of Gog and Magog? No? Well, let me introduce you to the ultimate party crashers. These guys are trouble with a capital T, a horde of unruly barbarians who are going to wreak havoc upon the world. They're like the unruly guests who show up uninvited, eat all the food, and break your favorite vase. Imagine a massive army, so vast that it stretches as far as the eye can see, descending upon civilization like a swarm of locusts. They're going to pillage, plunder, and cause chaos wherever they go. It's going to be a wild party, but not the fun kind. But hey, every party needs a good bouncer, right? That's where God comes in, stepping in to stop Gog and Magog in their tracks, restoring peace and order to the world. It's a classic good versus evil showdown with humanity caught in the middle. Section 7.3, massive earthquakes. Mother Earth's got the shakes. Hold on to your coffee mugs, folks, because things are about to get shaky. We're talking about 3 massive earthquakes so powerful that they'll shake the very foundations of the Earth. It's going to be like Mother Earth decided to do a little Zumba, but instead of burning calories, she's burning mountains. These earthquakes are going to be unlike anything we've ever experienced before. Mountains will crumble, valleys will split, and the ground beneath our feet will literally shift. It's going to be a wild ride, a reminder that even the most solid ground can be shaken to its core. But hey, who doesn't love a good thrill ride, right? Just make sure you're holding on to something sturdy. Remember, it's all part of the grand cosmic plan, and even earthquakes can't stop the show from going on. Section 8, the smoke that engulfs the world, air pollution taken to a whole new level. Remember that smoke monster we talked about earlier? Well, it's making a comeback, folks. This time, it's not just a hazy plume, it's a full-blown smoke apocalypse. The entire world is going to be engulfed in smoke, so thick that you'd think someone set the planet on fire. This is air pollution taken to a whole new level. Forget about smog alerts, this is a full-blown smoke emergency. It's going to be hard to see, hard to breathe, and hard to remember what fresh air even smells like. But hey, at least it's a great excuse to stay indoors and binge-watch your favorite shows, right? Just make sure you stock up on air filters and face masks. This is one smoke signal you don't want to miss. Conclusion. Chill out, it's not happening tomorrow. Okay, so we've covered the major signs of Judgment Day, and I know it sounds a bit intense, right? Like a cosmic roller coaster with a few too many loops. But here's the thing, nobody knows exactly when it's going down. It could be tomorrow, it could be 1,000 years from now, or it could be sometime in between. The point is, we don't know, and that's okay. It's not about living in fear or constantly checking the sky for signs of the apocalypse. It's about living our best lives, being kind to one another, and remembering that we're all in this together. So take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy the ride. The world's not ending tomorrow, and even if it was, we might as well go out with a smile on our faces, right? Just remember to be good, do good, and don't stress about the cosmic stuff. It's all part of the plan, and we're just along for the ride. Now go out there and enjoy the world, folks.